Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to My Taste in Music Sucks, the show where myself, Keith Miller, and Mr. Christopher Icon sit down and we talk about music that generally we don't think sucks. Um, and this week we're doing something extra special. We are going to spend the entire episode, because I haven't been feeling well mentally lately, talking about the song Angel of Harlem by U2.
Wow. Um, is it because you've been kind of dragged down mentally and you figure might as well drag down all both of our listeners at the same time?
Yes, that's exactly right. No, I want to drag you down. I want to drag everyone listening to the podcast down.
I think we could just throw in anything Bono's on and accomplish that.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Angel of Harlem was just the one that hit me. But but yeah, honestly, had a rough go of it lately. May or may not delve into it. We'll see. But this album is definitely it's a self-titled album, their third one by Marty and the Bad Punch. And it is an album that doesn't let you feel bad about yourself. That's for damn
Mm-mm.
sure. Man, this album will come in and give you a kick in the ass. And I love it, honestly. Out of all the albums that we've done that were kind of cold, like I just kind of randomly picked this album. I don't even remember how I found it. It wasn't something I'm a fan of. I love it. It's my favorite thing that we've done so far as just something that I've looked at
Well, it's
without
pure
really
power
knowing much
pop,
about
isn't
it.
it?
I mean, yeah, there's definitely power pop elements. It's melodic rock. It's AOR. It's 80s. You know,
I
these
heard some Faith
guys.
No More in it.
Oh, sure, yeah, I could hear some of that. I was listening to Faith No More today, and
Nice.
some of the bass, maybe.
Some vocal inflections really reminded me
Oh,
of some.
dude, this guy, Dan Byrne. He is fucking special, man. He's a
So
kid. Oh, go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
I was, it'll probably play in.
Yeah,
For a bit, at least through the whole first song, I thought this was AI
yeah.
because it's
It's just so good.
so crisp.
Yeah,
I was like, man,
yeah,
there's no way. You hear that voice and you're like,
dude.
there's no slop at
Yeah,
all.
yeah. Well, and I mean, if you do a little research and find out who the players are on this album, it's
Uh-huh.
ridiculous, dude. So Dan Byrne is this kid from Liverpool who is kind of the hot new melodic rock guy. Like he just put out his first solo album, but people have been kind of bringing him in on their projects because his voice is just it's fucking I don't even know, dude. Um and then there's Marty Punch, who's the main guy behind the whole thing. He's a guitarist from Germany who is also a songwriter and just I guess happens to have a lot of freaking friends, but he's a great guitar player.
He's basically
Um,
a composer, really. I don't know if you
right.
could call him anything other than what was Bach and those guys when they were
Yeah.
making uh classical music, because the structure to me of classical music is in this.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. You got Tony Franklin, who, if you don't know who Tony Franklin is, he is the bass player for The Firm, which
Oh, okay.
The Firm was Jimmy Page's project. He was
Um,
also, oh,
who else was in the firm?
Paul Rogers.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
remember they had a wild
Yep.
singer too, or
Yeah,
a
yeah,
well-known singer.
it was Jimmy Page and Paul Rogers. And he was also the bass player for Blue Murder, which was John Sykes' project after he left Whitesnake. It was him, Tony Franklin, and Carmen Appice, who is one of the greatest drummers in hard rock. Played for Vanilla Fudge and some of the like early hard rock bands like
Right.
Vanilla Fudge and oh, who was the one he was really famous for? Shit, Crimson, some not
King
King
Crimson?
Crimson, not King Crimson. That's who I wanted to say, but that's not who it is. Their singer's name was Mark Free, and he transitioned to Marcy Free much later in life. Um, they sang a song, that Iron Eagle song, the theme song for Iron Eagle. You remember the
No,
movie with? Okay, do you remember the movie Iron Eagle
no.
with Lou Gossett Jr.?
Was it a airplane or a fighter
Yeah,
jet or a
yeah, it
helicopter
was the
movie?
fighter jet movie, man. Yeah, but,
Vaguely, yeah.
but yeah, Lou Gossett Jr. They sang the theme song for that album.
That kind
King
of makes
Cobra, maybe,
sense.
maybe King Cobra, but I
Uh,
don't know.
the name I've heard a bunch. He's one of those
Yeah,
guys that if
yeah,
you
Carmen Peace was all over the place. Yeah,
right
the drummer for One Direction is the drummer in this band. His name is Josh Devine. He played
his
drums for One
timing
Direction.
is
Dude,
man.
for him, I mean, think about it. He had to play those big arenas with those five kids singing in front of him, and he had to make it sound like big, huge rock music. I mean, shit. Yeah, and then there's Tony Deander, who is kind of like a producer, but he's also a really, really good guitar player, keyboardist. I mean, his keys are all over this freaking thing.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, basically, it's like, who are some of the greatest guys in melodic rock right now? Let's put them together and make a freaking album, and,
Right.
and that's what they did.
It's very. I stuck on. Com I'm blanking this word when you compose the music. There are guys like that out there that do the big symphony thing, and
Yeah,
that is just what I thought this was. It's just so well put together, and each person, even though it's not their project or maybe their
right.
passion or whatever, when they come in and play, it's so just crisp and well produced. Like I said, I thought this was AI. That's how well it's
Yeah,
produced. That's how there's when I say slop, I don't necessarily mean that. I mean, like, let's take Jimmy Page, we talked about from the Firm.
right.
There's a little bit of maybe somebody's a guitar player to help me with the word. I don't mean lazy, but it's not quite
Like,
exactly note, note, note.
right, like the Stevie Ray Vaughan stuff. Like
Yeah, but
it's,
this is so well
yeah,
played.
yeah,
Like
it's
every person on it's just, yeah. Well, I'll end up talking about it a lot, especially at first because I listen. We'll get into it. It's a really good
yeah.
album.
Let's do it,
It's
man.
I know
One
why
thing,
you like it. It's
yeah,
pure. As soon as I was listening to it, it's like, oh, this is power pop. This is I knew
yeah,
you'd be having a good time with
yeah, yeah. Um, I got tired of talking about the guitars.
it.
So after a while, like every single song you could say, "Oh my God, this guitar solo," or "Oh my God, this guitar sound," or because yeah. But after a while, I just got tired of it. So once I stopped mentioning the guitars, just assume that in my mind I'm still thinking about them. I guess. so
Right.
so yeah. So the first track is called "The Time Is Now," and I wrote big guitars right out the gate. uh, Strong, soaring vocals, positive message, and
Hmm.
there's a very cool modern sounding solo, which I think is interesting for this kind of music
Hmm.
because a lot of times the solos in this are sort of more throwback, like but they really do like a neat little thing. It sounds almost like a solo that you would hear in like a new metal song or something. Um,
Right.
so I thought that was kind of neat. But great introduction, man. Great statement track.
Yeah.
Let's know what you got coming.
Like I was saying, at first I'm listening to this. My first reaction is, what is this? Because it's playing, and like I said, it's so crisp and so precise, and I'm just like, this can't be people made. It's too.
Right.
So I'm going through it. I'm like, man, it's so good, and that's why I think it's AI, is because
Yes.
everybody's on time, everybody's playing, and it sits in that, like you have said before, you like songs that kind of lay a sound bed, like it
Very
fits in it.
much.
I think fitting in its lane where everything kind of fits together instead of guitar going out of the box is kind of a staple for what was the is it Americana was.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So at first I thought, oh well, this is Americana, okay. No, it's not.
It's not. Yeah.
No, it's so the first song, like I said, so well put together. I had to jump online and be like, "Nah, this we got tricked,
You
we
gotta
got
check it out.
bamboozled, we got bonoed,
Right.
something." And that's when I saw what you were saying, some of the player names. It's like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I'm all in after the first suspicions get out of the way. As soon as I know that these are real people, I'm like, oh, we're in for it because
Yeah.
like I said, the playing is perfect. It's perfect timed, perfect note. They're on key perfectly. It's a masterwork.
Yeah. Yeah. I got lucky because the first song that I heard off this album that made me want to check the album out, I was listening to Spotify. You know how they'll
Mhm.
throw a song on after you finish the songs you're listening to.
Yep.
Uh, we'll get to it later, but it was a song that is very obviously made by people. It, to me anyway, it's the most. It's not one of those songs where it's like it's a trick. It's actually maybe the sloppiest song on the album, in my opinion, but in a
It's
very, very good
either
way.
it's either Don't Bother Me or where's the one uh maybe Deadwood?
Yep, it was Deadwood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Deadwood is such a fucking. Oh my god.
oh, I know. That's a cool
But,
tune.
yeah, dude. But we'll get to it, man.
That
Um,
really pulled me into the album. I
it
was
was the first song I heard by them, and I listened to it like 6 times, and then I was like, okay, I've got to find more songs by these people. So,
it
such a
makes sense.
great song, man. Um,
Well, that leads me into the second song since we talked about Deadwood, and I was going to mention how it's very cinematic to me. You know, I often say that I'll envision stuff when I'm listening to albums. This
yeah,
is one of those. It's got a well, song number two,
yeah.
Keep On.
Keep pushing on. Yeah,
That's the one I heard a little bit of Faith No More in, like the vocal
sure,
inflection.
sure.
And I just got this feeling that it should be in an 80s action movie. Like
Right.
probably a training montage or the comeback montage. It's just the feel of the
Yeah,
song
yeah.
is somehow
It's
perfectly 80s movie.
it's got a really gritty, like, um, especially the vocal. I thought the vocal was gritty, a lot grittier than the first. I thought, he definitely let his voice get a little dirtier on this track. Um,
Yeah, I could see that. I his voice is this guy can
his
sing, man.
voice is really pretty. Yeah, I mean, it really is. But
I'd be interested since this seems to all be I assume Marty, that it seems
yeah,
to be all him composing it. I'd be interested in hearing what you said his last name was Byrne.
yeah, Dan Byrne. His solo album just came out this week.
I'm curious what his style is, what he's
Yeah,
doing.
definitely. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to listen to the album yet, but it
I'll
just
check
came
it
out.
out just because of how good his voice is.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, like I was saying, I still thought this is man, it's got to be AI. It's only the
Right.
second song in, but I looked, like I said, I got up and I paused it. I got online and started looking around, and sure enough, these are all human players.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't need AI. You don't.
Not when you can freaking play like this. Shit. And honestly, even if you can't, man, like
I
the,
wonder if
the
this guy thinks in notes because it's all his composure. That means he's
yeah,
going to have the notes of the vocals in his head and then the notes of the guitar, and you can't do that, I imagine, unless you can read music.
yeah. And he produced the album too. Tony Deander kind of helped with the mixing and some of the co-production, but
Hmm.
this is really like Marty Punch's baby, man. This is his thing.
Just
So,
another one of those albums. This is what happens when you let uber nerds and
right.
not let, that sounds kind of rude, but
Yeah.
this is what happens when uber nerds find their thing. And for Marty or whatever his real name happens to be, I think it was Marty also, wasn't it?
Yeah, Marty Punch. Yeah, that's his name, yeah.
Yeah, it's just spelled fun or different than punch to the face.
Right.
Um, He's got to be a mega nerd. You could
Yeah.
just tell to me because it's almost autistically perfect.
Right, right, right. Yeah, definitely. Let me see. What did I have for the second song? Uh, so like I said, I thought the vocal or I thought the music really reflected the title, like
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
pushing
yeah.
on, and I felt like that was really like the music just kept on going forward and going forward. Like there's no slowdown in the song.
Yeah,
Um,
it's the never give up part of the fight movie. It's
yeah,
pick
yes,
yourself off the, it's exactly what it says it is.
yeah,
In two different ways, honestly, because it also just keeps the time and the structure, it just keeps pushing on. There's
yeah.
no,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
it
yeah.
doesn't linger. There's no like drawn out notes. It's, well, there are, but there's no odd gaps. It's just
No, lots
perfectly,
of them.
uh,
This is what happens when everyone in the band can play to a metronome.
yeah.
That's what it is. When everybody has perfect freaking timing, dude. This is what
And
you
that's
get.
hard to do.
Yeah, for
Well,
sure.
we're talking about like we've mentioned studio musicians and session musicians before.
Right. Right.
That's what those guys do.
Yeah. 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 And I mean, aside from Marty and Dan Byrne, everybody on this thing's a veteran. Like, I mean,
Mhm.
they've been in the music business for 40 freaking years. So, and they've been doing this thing. This is what they've been doing. Maybe not the drummer either. I don't know how long Josh Devine has been around since he was his big claim to fame is being One Direction's drummer. So I don't know. Because One Direction, well, I mean, I guess they've been around. They were around a while ago now, weren't they? It's been a while
They're, to me,
since
since
that
I
thing
wasn't a
ended.
fan, they were
Yeah,
just new
sure.
kids on the block for newer audiences.
Sure, sure.
But
I
that
liked the
kid,
music better. I liked the music better. It was more rock, more poppy. New Kids on the Block was just syrupy
yeah,
garbage,
pretty
but
much. And that's, I've mentioned the singer, that's Harry Styles, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah.
that cover of doo 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 Sledgehammer,
Oh, sure.
and it changed my whole opinion of the kid because before I'd been like, oh great, a great singer, Justin Bieber, whatever,
Right,
cool,
right.
do your thing. And then I hear him play something that was more, I don't know if it'd be my genre or my feel, and it really changed the way I even looked at that kid. It's like, oh no, that's a kid that can really sing. He just happened
Yes.
to be like, say,
It
Justin
came from a
Timberlake.
TV show. They came from a TV show. I mean,
Do what you got to do to get there, right?
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I mean, he has a song called Sign of the Times. Holy shit, dude. I
Yeah,
mean,
I think we've had this exact conversation about him.
have we?
Different reason,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that song is something, man. But, what else did I say? Oh, yeah, and I said, like, the vocals stretch, but they
Hmm.
never break. Like, I feel like because he's trying to push the vocals a little bit in this song,
Right.
and he gets to but it never, it's always right where it has to be, man. It's just like, I don't even understand how you do it.
Not with that voice. You don't hear
Yeah.
him. I'll use Tool, an example, another great band that I love.
Yeah.
So, and even sometimes with Maynard, excuse me, Maynard, who also has a great voice,
Oh,
you
sure.
will hear him take in a breath sometimes, or even maybe his voice change a bit because you're, letting all the oxygen go and so on
Yeah.
and so forth. Not this guy. I don't
Nope.
think he had to breathe.
It doesn't seem like it, dude. Plus, I mean, I think he's in his 20s, man.
Fair
So
enough.
right on. It's a lot
He's
easier to
probably
do that.
handsome too.
Yeah, well, he's got really long hair and like a beard. He's got like a biker kind of look going, but in a
Yeah.
very, Shannon Hoon kind of way. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
probably
pretty
handsome.
good looking
Is
guy,
great.
dude.
Yeah.
Pretty good looking guy.
If he's from the UK, his teeth are bad though, so we could lean that way.
I mean, hopefully his teeth are at least bad.
something that he has a small,
I mean, I live in Connorsville, dude. I can't say much about teeth.
yeah, 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 you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Uh,
Uh,
so song three is
yeah.
Dream in the Dark, and I wrote, is this what glam metal grew up into?
Maybe.
Like, is this what they thought they were? Except for, they were all, not every glam metal band.
Right.
A
Because
lot
I'm
of
like
them
a
were a
bit.
lot of flash, a lot of gimmicky, a lot of sparkle,
Right.
whatever.
Well, there was an offshoot of glam metal, like bands like Euphoria and House of Lords and bands like that played music like this,
Hmm.
you know?
Well, this is power pop, right? This is your genre. This is what
Well,
you
power
love.
pop is a little bouncier than this. Power pop is like the Knack, like My Sharona. My
Oh, okay.
Sharona is probably like the power pop song if you want to tell somebody. Or anything by Cheap Trick. Cheap Trick is like a
Okay.
prototypical. This is more, like I said, like AOR and melodic rock. There is some power pop in some of this though later on, especially like the can't remember what song it was, but I made a note of it. Um
There's some shredding in this song. You were
oh
talking about.
yeah. Oh my god, I wrote that down too. Yeah, the guitar goes nuts in this song.
Yeah, and
Um,
it's subtle. It's like every other piece of the music. It doesn't overshine anybody else, but it's still beautifully there. And it's how do you shred on perfect time?
dude, I don't know. And there's like a cool interplay in a lot of it between the keys and the guitar where they're
Hmm.
kind of playing off of each other. Um I wrote that this band understands emotion. Like they understand how to control emotion and either go big when they need to or shrink it back down when they need to. Like they're very good at whatever that is. I don't know.
I don't know if I would have used emotion. To
Yeah.
me, this comes across a little, I don't mean to say soulless, but it's just
Mm.
so well produced that
Yeah.
it just hits that weird uncanny valley for me. Just and
Okay.
that's not a knock on the band. It's great playing, great
Right.
musicianship, but it definitely sticks to that like composer vibe for me, like Bach and
Okay.
that kind of thing. Though it's super cool when it's one person's vision like this, it's often all right, well, I got the
Oh, something happened. Christopher Icon is froze on. Uh, there
there
he
you go.
goes.
You're moving
You're
around.
back.
Oh, it was me?
If I was, you were frozen on my side. Was I frozen on your side?
Yeah.
So who knows what actually got recorded?
It's whining about my internet for some reason. I don't know. I guess I don't pay
Yeah,
those fuckers enough or something.
yeah.
That or it knew that, hey, you're saying something bad about this album and you can't do that
Not
because
allowed.
these players are too good.
Yeah,
That's where I was wanting to be careful with what I said because I don't mean I, I explain it a little bit perfectly later on, especially when you get toward
right,
Deadwood. And
right.
just for song three, for me, I wrote down there's the shredding, and I noticed how it fit. Like if you think me, if I think of 80s, especially after Keep Pushing, those guitars, like you said, are big and boisterous and ego driven. This
Yeah.
shredding serves the song.
Yes, I actually thought about that on this track actually too. Was that there was a really cool kind of big guitar solo, but it fits the music, like it's there for the song.
Right. And it might be, I have a feeling he's just like a super nice guy too,
Yeah,
because no instrument outshines the other. They're literally all working to, paint a picture, however you want to word that. A
yeah,
lot of bands, name one, we talked about Zeppelin. There are times when Robert Plant would outshine the band, or
sure, sure.
Bonzo would do Bonzo stuff. Even though you're getting those level of players, they're all staying they all know the assignment. They're
Yeah.
perfectly staying where they need to be, and it paints a perfect overall picture instead of layers of, oh, here's the drums and here's the guitar over here. It's all just right there. I was blown away. Once I found out these were real people, I was like,
Yeah.
how? How are you so perfect with your timing?
Yeah. And actually it's funny because so I'm trying to remember the band that I was listening to. I was listening to some band and I had an inkling that they might be AI.
Hmm.
So I asked ChatGPT.
Your best friend.
Yeah, I think they're called like K9 Mountain Rock Band or something like that. It's the stupidest name. But I was like, is this band an AI band? And they were like, no, actually, it's a real project, blah, 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 blah. So then they started playing me more bands that played like that, like perfect musicians, because
Hmm.
that band is like that too. And I
I
kept
wonder
on
if it's
going,
composed, or I don't think I'm using the right word there, but we know that Marty, I believe he composed all of this. I wonder if
right,
the
sure,
band you're thinking of, who is also in perfect time, has one
have a one guy. Yeah. But yeah, so I ended up, and some of the time it would be like, yes, there is truth, proof that this is an AI band. But a lot of times it would say no. And this was one of the bands that it was like, no, these guys are not an AI band. They're actually on their third album. They give you the guy's background and blah, 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 blah. Another thing that's interesting is apparently this is the band now.
Mm.
Because the first two albums had different players on it, but he locked in this band. This is the band that he wants to be the band going forward. So this isn't
I
just
wonder. I wonder what that's like. When I think of musicians, I think of whatever that, what I was trying to explain earlier, that slot or that soul or whatever that is, we is weaved in, and maybe Marty hears something that the bass player plays, and he goes, oh, and he plays off of it. I wonder
yeah,
if it's any different. Just you're the drummer. You just plug in and you play what Marty wrote
yeah.
to.
I mean, I would think. Yeah. So Tony's been with him for a while, the
Hmm.
bass player, but I would think that with this level of player, like they'd have to have something to say. But at the same time, who was it? Billy Joel's drummer.
Hmm.
He played with Billy Joel for decades, and he just played what Billy Joel told him to. You
Maybe
know?
you like it, right? If
Yeah,
you, uh, I said Tool, my favorite band. If I was a great session drummer and Maynard was like, "Hey, come play for Project," I'd probably be like, "Okay, I like what you
yeah,
do. Yeah, okay." So I wonder if it's the same thing that I think of in wrestling, right? You have how I envision pro wrestling, say AEW. The wrestlers get to be a little more creative in the ring, where WWE is someone is telling
yeah.
you,
It sounds
go
much
out there,
different.
move, move, moves, whatever. They still love
Yeah,
it in the WWE, but it's kind of a different. I think that's why I kept getting that composer feeling to it, is
yeah,
because it reminds me of Bach or those big, the guy that worked with Metallica. um I don't remember his name, that was out there in front, the conductor, that's the word.
yeah.
How he's
The conductor. Yeah.
telling, all right, now the strings, because they write the music, right? The guy who's conducting it, aren't they
No,
the?
they just interpret it. The conductor, what it is the conductor knows when he goes like this, he's telling him a note, like
Yeah, I
basically.
know. I
And
figured it was his
no,
music.
no, because like there's people who conduct Bach.
Mm. Well, there's
So
people that cover Bach. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
yeah, conductors, from what
It's
I
kind of there in the
understand,
name.
what's that Herbert guy? Is he the guy Herbert Von something or other?
That worked with,
He's a
oh, I don't know, there's two
okay.
guys now. There's the
He's a really famous conductor.
first
But
S&M.
okay.
Now, anyway, it's just, that's kind of what this made me think of, that kind of whatever you call that style of music, classic, composed, whatever. And it's
Right.
really neat to hear it with guitars and bass and drums, that kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's funny though. Like I love Tchaikovsky.
Hmm.
I think Tchaikovsky's music is amazing, and I think it's really, really emotional, and it's got a lot of big highs and big lows. But
Hmm.
that's because the majority of his stuff was written for ballets, and so when you're doing ballets, the dancers have to dance at different tempos, and you have to tell kind of a story with it. Um,
Right.
and people actually thought of his music as like pop music, and he wasn't very well thought of when he was alive. So I think that's interesting. Just
Kind of
talking about classicals
against,
for a sec. Yeah.
right. Kind of against my thought process. Pet Sounds by, um,
Sure. Beach Boys.
yeah, thank you.
I got you.
That I've told everybody to go watch. I believe it's called Love and Mercy with, my brain does not work tonight. John Cusack, where he plays Brian Wilson. Or
Oh, okay.
was Brian Wilson the one that had his own?
Yeah, schizophrenia.
Yeah, and he talked, or they show in the movie the way Brian made Pet Sounds. And it's
Sure.
like a composer, except for he had to, if I remember correctly, he'd have like the bass and some things, and he'd be like, no, no, it's more like boom, boom, boom. And he would be kind of singing it out in his head. So
Right.
that's the opposite of this. This is so meticulous and put together, and everything is dot, dot, dot. Whereas Pet Sounds is definitely wild and all over the place.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny because I actually wrote with some people before, and
Hmm.
it was like so I would sing what I wanted it to sound like, and um and they could kind of follow my notes, and I would give them like da da da's or whatever. And
Hmm.
then when it got over with, I was like, so how do we work this out for a writing credit? And everybody in the band said that the person who wrote the actual music should get the credit. And then the person who wrote the actual music was like, what are you talking about? Keith wrote the song. So it's like such a weird. I feel like I guess we both wrote it together, but
Mm.
he was basically interpreting my noises, you know?
Well, I could do it either way. I've played with people, phrasing. I've done different music things with different people in different ways where I would hear whatever the bass line is, and then in my head I'd be like, "Bum," and then start singing with words fitting from there. Or
Right.
I could come in and be like, somebody could be like, here's what I have, write something to it.
Yeah.
So I could see how either way is beneficial because like you, I can get up there and like I kind of got an idea, so get some mumble swagger in there, the right kind of no no no, and then later that can become, whatever. So I see the
Right.
merits of both approaches.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny because when I was younger, I had way better lungs and I could, hold notes a lot longer and all that good stuff. But I remember one of the songs that we were working on. Uh, I held this note for a really long time, and the guy who I was working on the song with was like, "Well, how many measures do you hold that for?" And I
Mhm.
was like, "I don't know, man. It's just for however long I can go."
Right.
And he goes, "We can't do that." He's like, "That's not how you write a song." He's like, "You have to decide when it's going to start and when it's going to stop."
Yeah.
And I was like, "But I mean, if it feels good, I'm going to keep on going forever." so, so that was an interesting
It makes
conversation.
perfect sense to me, but I could also it
Yeah.
depends on where you're getting your cues from, I guess.
Yeah.
Because no matter since my timing is atrocious, I don't know what happened. I don't feel like I can carry a tune anymore. So now
Yeah.
if I'm singing a song, I'm listening for cues from, oh, I know that the guitar's getting ready. There it is. That's mine.
Yeah.
Instead
Sure.
of knowing, oh, the melody is bum, 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 or whatever.
Right. Right. Right.
And that's why. I can't make this kind of music no matter what instruments or players or you put in front of me.
Yeah, you couldn't hop in there with Marty and the Bad Punch and let it rip.
No, I'm too busy going, how does that, where are you?
Yeah,
That or because we're all nerds, we would instantly be like, oh, it'd be like shorthand,
yeah,
like
yeah.
Rain Man and stuff.
Oh man, you want to go to the next one?
Yeah, because
Have faith.
for this one, I put, of course, expert playing, Chris production, and then I think this is power pop. My question is, where are you at with this? With everything going on,
Man,
this album is uplifting. It's very, um, it's just a nice album again. So I figured this is
yeah.
probably a good respite or nice little
Right.
break for you.
Definitely. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I said this was like an open song, like a big open song where you can just kind of sit in it, and it's a little bit emotionally heavy. Uh, I said,
Because of the faith aspect of it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But it lets the album breathe for a moment. You know, And I heard some country inflections in the guitars, which was interesting. Um, but yeah, I felt like this was a nice spot for the album to just kind of go, okay.
Yeah.
Um,
To me, this sounded like rock and roll church,
yeah, that
except
works.
for experts.
Yeah,
Experts. Like I'm sure most musicians we would know or think of probably know who this guy is. There's
yeah,
no way that serious players don't know who this guy is.
yeah. He's just off in Germany in a corner somewhere. That would be crazy.
Maybe that's what you do if you're not you're not, you don't want to go out womanizing or drugging or what else are you gonna do? Well, I
Yeah,
want to make music constantly. Got to
yeah.
count toothpicks. Got to watch Wagner. Drive on Sundays.
I watch Bob, man.
It's so
Uh,
good.
yeah,
So where are you at with the whole album? You got to be all in.
yeah, dude. I love it. I freaking love it. I can't wait for Deadwood to come on.
Oh, I know.
But because I know that that's going to happen. But yeah, I mean, this album is getting bought and played on my stereo for sure. So
Oh, I knew you would like it. Like right
yeah,
away. I was like, oh yeah, this is right up because it's everything you said you were looking for, probably what you needed. That's always fun to discover a band, especially for the first time when it's what you needed.
yeah,
That's such a cool, like, because it starts to speak to you in ways that are hard to explain. Those are the songs and the bands that pull at those imaginary strings, call them heartstrings or whatever you want. So I figured it has to be doing this a little bit for you at this point. Or is it just
yeah,
sit back and
definitely.
enjoy the calm, the happy, the
I mean, it's a little bit of both. Like, um, I might as well. Let's just throw it out there. Screw it. So I have
however you want to.
OCD. I have OCD. How's everybody doing? I have OCD. And
We've all got something.
yeah, and because of some things that happened, my son is not living with me right now. We still see each other. We still love each other greatly, but he's living at his great grandparents' house, and then he's gonna go and live with his mom for the summer. Well, I try to realign my brain. And it is very, very hard. I'm sorry, Christopher has
It don't matter.
seen, yeah, has seen my son and I together. Anybody who's seen us together kind of knows the way things are between us.
This is a lot simpler and better than you're making it sound. You've
Yeah,
talked about your OCD, right?
yeah,
You are a very, especially since we started doing this, you're expressive. You'll say, your posts are long. So
yeah,
you
yeah,
decided just to talk about what was bothering you.
yeah,
Because I have a
yeah,
feeling you, like me, when something's bothering me, I like to talk about it. It's kind of like working it out loud. So
yeah,
you talked about these intrusive thoughts,
yeah,
how as soon as they said something about uh I don't know how to word this, so forgive me, maybe hurting Casey, you were like,
That's fine.
no, sir.
Yep.
And then
Yep.
you were just talking to people, hey, I believe I'm going to have to blah blah blah. And
Right.
some person called the cops, and that left you
Yep.
in a bad
That's what
spot.
happened. That's what happened.
It's not, you didn't have a breakdown, you didn't
Yep.
freak out and almost kill your
Yeah.
kid.
No. And I actually put in the post that that we had a plan in place.
Mhm. You
Like
did.
there, yeah,
We've talked
I,
about it.
yep, I put in the post that there was a plan in place to get Casey somewhere safe. Well, I sorted out what was going on in my head.
Right.
I have harm OCD. Harm
Right.
OCD fucking sucks. Um, and it makes it hard to enjoy regular things when it's super amped up.
Right.
One of those things that was making it hard to enjoy was time with my son because fuck it, man. Like there were things in my head saying kill Casey.
Right.
That's the reality of it. So that's what I've been dealing with.
You ever wonder
Um,
what that is? Like, if our
so
brains are receivers,
yeah,
is that something? Just, you should do this. Because I know you, and you're a good
right,
dad, and you are trying in all the ways you're supposed to be trying.
yeah,
So the genuine idea of harming your son, that does not come from you.
right. Not at all.
So where does
So
it come from?
so what people say, people who
Hmm.
look at brains, what they say is that when you have OCD and the OCD comes with an intrusive thought component, what it'll happen is it will attach to the thing that you love the most and
Oh,
try to make you doubt that you love it.
yeah, I understand that. I can get, yeah, that's the same as not having any confidence
Yeah,
or, yeah, I understand that. It's just turned up where the way I always dealt with it was just, oh, yeah, you're not good enough, stupid. And
right,
then I would, I don't know, go read or go listen to music and deal with it that way. Whereas what you're saying is when that bad thought comes up, you obsess over it because
right.
OCD, you have
Because
to
of the
like have to
OCD.
turn the
Yep,
doorknob 3 times and
yep, exactly. That's exactly it. The amount of people who have harm OCD and have actually hurt themselves or other people is zero. Like
no.
it's not something that happens. Well, it's less than zero.
No, I disagree. I think part of, and I could be wrong, but
Yeah,
here's why I disagree. Because it's only just now sort of okay for guys to talk about, especially older men, whatever, like us, to talk about those
right,
things. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of these people that have freaked out and actually harmed their child or somebody else if it's not the same thing. And how do you describe that? I don't know. The voice in my head told me to hurt blah, blah, blah.
right. Well, so I'm just going by like the psychological reports and all that stuff.
Right.
A voice in your head and a thought in your head are not the same thing. So
Hmm.
a voice would actually lean towards bipolar, schizophrenia, some sort of an actual psychosis. Whereas OCD, there can be components of a psychosis, but it's not the same thing. Um, so the general thought is that in order for someone with OCD to follow through on their intrusive thoughts, there has to be some other component, whether it's drugs or whether it's bipolar or schizophrenia or
Something to
something
take it
else.
from
Right.
the stuck thought loop into
Into action.
actionable. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. Because when you have just OCD, the thought of doing it is like the worst thing in the entire universe. So
I wonder if there's a chemical component, right? We know that
I would feel like
dopamine
there
is a
has to be,
happy chemical. So if
Yes.
it's a bad thing, maybe it's an influx of what, I don't know.
Yeah. And also for 9 years I was fine. I was completely fine. I was on citalopram
Hmm.
and I was 100% fine. So the thought is that I actually like outgrew the citalopram.
Mm.
So citalopram is not effective anymore. Um,
I mean, that kind of fits what I think and know about the pharmaceutical industry. Of course, it doesn't, because now
yeah,
you need to come back. I think the real important thing of the whole thing is you're not only are you talking about it, which is super important because I bet like when I'm at my lowest or whatever, it and anybody else, it's easy to think you are the only person that's ever felt this way or has this
right,
thing. By
right,
talking about it, you instantly get feedback from the people that know you and can say, "Nah, man, you're just spinning. I get it."
yeah, yeah. And I mean, the amount of people, strangers, who also have harm OCD, who reached out to me and wanted to talk, and like, my friends who had different mental health issues that wanted to talk. That was really all I was looking for. And for some
Mhm.
reason, someone took that as Keith is dangerous. We need to call the police. So I ended up in a psych ward for 5 days. Um, and now there's a plan in place to keep Casey safe, which was a plan that we already had in place. It was,
You
we
just
were
weren't prepared to
all
do it right
ready
now.
doing it. No, actually, we were. That's the crazy thing. He was already staying at his grandparents' house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had already started doing it. And I was feeling low because my son wasn't home sleeping where he was supposed to be. And I made a freaking post.
Right,
I actually made the post while him and I were at the doctor because we were having a good day.
right. Negativity spreads so much faster than positivity. Like, I saw your post and I got it. I was like, ah, he's having a thing right now. I get that. He'll get through it. We'll, you know, where somebody else was like, oh no, I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
So, with that all in mind, that's a very dark headspace for you. It's sad. You got a lot going on, a lot of worry.
yeah,
None
yeah.
of that vibe is on this album
Thank
whatsoever.
God. Yeah, thank God.
So, do you just absorb that in and just kind of sit back and you can just open your mind to it because you know you're not going to get a chorus like kill everyone or anything like that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Honestly, it was good to sit back and listen to some music that I knew was gonna just sound good and feel good, you know? So yeah. Yeah, I mean honestly, it was nice. And that's another thing. I'm sure that the people who listen to this podcast, the six or seven of you who listen to this podcast, probably also follow me on social media because how else would you know about this podcast? And
It's
I
part of being
stepped away.
honest.
I stepped away. I was like, I'm not going to do podcasts anymore at all
We talked about that. Yep.
because I had a lot going on in my brain, and I just wasn't. I'm definitely not going to interview people right now. Like that's just too much. But Mr. Icon and I, it didn't take too long. It didn't
Got to
take
at
too
least
long
do
for me to.
something that's positive. If we
Yeah, this is
stick with
different.
positive albums for a while, we could do
Yeah,
that. We stuck with stoner for a while. We've stuck with rap for a while. Maybe
yeah,
we can, as we're talking this out for the rest of this great album, we can both think of, all right, what's another just positive album? Because we've had a couple now.
yeah, yeah. We
I
have.
said that about, I keep wanting to say Seth Rich, and that's not his name.
Oh, Adam Rich.
Adam Rich, I thought his
Yeah,
music was very positive.
yeah. And Dramarama, even though it's not. I
It was
mean,
still
some of their
positive.
yeah, but some of their lyrical content isn't quite so positive. But
Still positive.
yeah,
So that'll drag us back to
yeah. Let's get back to where we're at here.
do you got any more for Have Faith? I'm not a super religious guy, so
Yeah,
religious
no,
to me,
I just thought it was a cool song. It was big and open, and
Yeah,
know?
very 80s again, but
Yeah,
still,
yeah.
yeah, it would have been at home. No, there's nobody else like this. I was gonna say like maybe on a Def Leppard album, and I'm like, nope, nope, he's better than all of them. All of them.
Yeah,
The musicianship, man.
yeah. I like the fact that this is a project that these guys put together, though. This isn't like a studio project. This guy was like, these are the players that I want to play with. These are the people that I want on my album. These are the people that I want interpreting my music. So that's very cool. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Because there's a lot of that going around in melodic rock right now, where a studio, MTM or Frontiers or somebody like that, will put a band together, have them make an album, try to sell some copies. Um,
That was kind of a Motown thing too, wasn't it? Like
yeah,
there were
definitely.
groups like I could only name a few. Was it the Shondells is one that I can name off the top of my head, but there were a
Yeah,
bunch
yeah.
of those kind of put together, the Four Tops, the Four Seasons. Those bands might not be quite put together,
Right,
but that was kind of they had a genre and they were like, okay, well let's put out another in this genre.
right, right.
Or they could just make their own genre.
Indeed.
I don't even know what this is. Like if
Yeah, I mean, it's AOR, it's melodic rock,
it's
yeah,
good.
it is good. It is good.
Heart Attack is
Heart Attack.
is like I expected when I saw the name. I was like, oh well, they're really gonna bring that breakneck pace, and no, it's again perfect and precise. I don't know if what was going on with Spotify. It's showing this
Yeah,
dumb little video of uh
some chick's butt.
yeah
Yeah, well,
on a farm.
because this was the single. This was
Is
the
that part of a
single,
video?
so that's probably part of the video.
I kind of want to look up the rest of the video now.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not gonna lie. I see why they were focusing on.
yeah, yeah. So that was part of the video for the single, but this was the single, and I knew it was the single, so I said, it was a big rock single
Yeah,
with a big rock hook and a melody that sticks in your head, and that
it
was
could have
pretty
been on
much
any number of '80s soundtracks,
yeah, yeah.
any John Cusack movie. You could have thrown this in. What's the with the radio? Ah, say anything,
Oh yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
you'd have
yeah.
been like,
In your
the
eyes.
song fits. Yeah, It's the vibe. That's what I'm going for. The vibe they managed, especially these first couple songs. It's pure like 80s smile nostalgia. It's
Yeah.
Big Trouble in Little China. It's Rocky. It's the generic ninja movies that I loved. It's just a
Yeah.
vibe that is really
You
neat.
remember Jim Cotta?
I was going to name Jim Cotta.
Holy shit,
That
dude.
movie's yeah, it was
What a,
terrible.
there was like three of them.
Damn.
How was there three of those movies?
What else
Mitch
is against
Gaylord,
this?
right? Wasn't Mitch Gaylord the guy?
I have no idea, but
I know it was an actual Olympian, right? It was a guy who was actually in the Olympics who decided to become an actor.
where's the pitch meeting for that? All right, guys. I know we got Cobra going on over here and
Yeah.
Terminator. Listen, gymnasts
Gymnasts.
fighting.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
That was the a thing about the 80s is they tried. No, I don't
They
feel like
sure did.
many directors and writers are trying anymore. Take
Yeah,
giant
fair.
swings. They might come up short, Jim Cotta, but we're still talking about it.
Dude, so I remember from Jim Cotta, there was a scene where he was fighting someone in an alley, and he wanted to get away. So he took like a big bar, and he went kush, 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 and like lifted himself up into the air, by from each side of the alley.
Like
And I was,
Ninja Warrior. Don't they
yeah,
do?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, that's so cool. But yeah, Jim
I don't
Cotta.
remember much about the movie other than gymnast. terrible fighting movie.
Yeah, that works. It was on 9,000 times on cable.
Oh yeah,
So you
probably on
can,
Cinemax until
yeah, Cinemax and HBO and all that.
about 11 o'clock when Cinemax turned into
The
Skinemax.
Skinadome. Welcome to the Skinadome.
If we're gonna talk, if we're talking movies and cinema, we might as well go right into Deadwood.
Oh, it's the best song on the album, easily. Man, just that. This time I'll do
Kick
the
your butt.
job. Like, oh my God, man. Not bad. Dude, I'm
Did
so
you watch Deadwood, the show?
no, I
You
didn't.
have now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I don't know how else to put that. I obviously watched the show and
Yeah.
okay, this is the theme song. Fuck off. I don't remember what their theme song was, but it's not
But it's
anymore.
this song now.
This song.
Yeah.
And
It's
it's
so cool song.
so I put it so precise that it hurts.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just how I
Yeah.
there's so much going on in it too.
The melody is so ridiculous, dude. Like, holy crap.
When you think it's gonna settle into that kind of weird, dusty kind of it
Yeah.
doesn't. It
No.
doesn't rely on any kind of cheap tricks like, wind blowing or guns cocking or anything.
No.
But it's
No.
still, I mean, you know exactly what he's talking about. It's
Yeah.
every Western you enjoy.
Yep. And I love the
Tombstone, it's
little
Wyatt Earp, it's
I love the little thing at the end of the chorus for Deadwood. I freaking love it, dude. It's so good. It's like, man.
yeah, the way he does it, the singer does his own, I don't know if you'd call that backing vocals,
Yeah, yeah,
where he would traditionally have somebody else kind of harmonize in. He does it himself. It
yeah,
added that neat little, like, I don't know, like a not quite repetitive, not like in a funny way, like go down in Deadwood, but it added
yeah.
this,
It just sounds cool. I don't know.
yeah, like somebody else was yelling it out. You're in the
Yeah.
Western and boy, this is Deadwood, and somebody's like, Deadwood. Like,
Deadwood, yeah.
yeah,
Oh, man, yeah. But that song, if you don't listen to any other song from this album, listen to this fucking song.
oh,
That's
absolutely.
track down Deadwood and listen to Deadwood because, man, if you like rock and roll music
Or Westerns.
or westerns,
Oh,
or
or
songs about pulling up your bootstraps and getting shit done. You
yeah,
know,
it's
yeah.
why is it so good?
I
Like
don't know, but it is.
it
Like, like I
per
said, I listened to the song like 6 times the first time I heard it.
I just sat there and went, how is it exactly like perfectly titled? Perfectly, because I was curious. I was like Deadwood, and I wrote next to it the show in question marks. Yes, no,
Yes.
yes. The guitar, like airy, like the
Yeah.
tones, the way it goes from modern, very, very modern to you would expect it to be played in a saloon in Deadwood
Yeah.
without, I don't know, without changing the tempo of the song or dragging it down or even off in any other direction. That's kind of to me, that's got to be really hard to do.
Yeah. Yeah. You would think. And I mean, and I like the solo too. I love how like it comes in really big, but they keep it nice and short.
Hmm.
They showed restraint with the solo, and it just kind of fits. It's right where it's supposed to be, but it's such a it like comes in. It's like, oh yeah, man, and then it's see ya.
Yeah, I
So
wonder how many of are any of these other songs about TV shows or is it just that the way they capture the vibe because of the Keep Pushing had that very 80s montage vibe for me, and then
yeah,
this has the perfect westerny. If you've seen the show Deadwood, this is perfect for it.
yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen Deadwood, so I didn't even think about it as being about the show, but it very well may be.
I don't know if it's just a trick or not a trick, but just, as soon as they said the name and it happened to be a Western song,
Yeah.
but it's perfect. I can't think of another song off the top of my head that's perfectly named.
It is definitely perfectly named. It's a great freaking song.
No, I know. It's you're yeah, it's the best song on the album. There's some other moments that I like a lot better, but as far
Right.
as understanding the assignment, as far as me getting what you're smelling, what the rock is cooking, all that, it's perfect. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's Deadwood,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
it's not negative. Let's throw that out there. A lot
No,
of
not at
westerns
all.
are
Yeah.
shot down, my horse was killed, revenge. Not this.
Yeah, no, man. He's talking about he's got a job to do. He's got to get out there. He's got to do the damn job.
Yeah, we all know how that goes. Sometimes you
Yeah.
just you just got to get up and do it. I just can't express it as well as these guys.
Yeah, right.
And you got to be loving it. Like I said, it's all positive. It's imaginative. It's you can just sit back and go, tell me a story.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a good time, man.
You got anything else for other than it's so great? Best song.
No, I mean, I think I pretty much covered everything, dude. It's a great freaking song, great story song, great solo. I already said this time I'll do the job because that is the most killer line. Just the way that, there is like a regret of it, right? Like this guy was in Deadwood before and things didn't go his way. And he's like, but you know what? I'm going to head back. And this time I'm going to fix this shit, and it's so kick ass.
And maybe that's just what you needed to hear.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know why this laptop is being wonky.
Yeah, you were just all flipping around in circles.
I'm trying to plug it in, and then I grabbed the what I thought was the power cord, and either I'm retarded, we're not supposed to say anymore. I'm old, get off my lawn, or this is the wrong cord.
Oh, damn.
Which is fine. I'll just set it still and keep talking.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what else I can say about this song. Like you said, this is the one to listen to. Like,
Yeah.
try this one out first. I think Ryan asked me what album we were listening to.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be real interested in hearing what he thought about this song in particular, if it brought up the
When it
same
comes around.
imagery
Yeah.
and all that. So, you want to go ahead and I'm still here. Talk about the next
Yeah. So, yeah, the next song is Dead Water or Deep Water.
Deep Water is
Uh,
what I wrote down.
yeah, Deep Water. I said it wrong first
It
time.
happened.
It's a kind of a slinky boogie song, more keys. It kind of leads into like traditional American hard rock. I
Yeah,
liked
I
it.
agree with that. This was the only song for me that actually I could label like that. Oh, leads into traditional hard rock. Everything
Yeah.
else is so exceptional as far as the playing goes.
Yeah,
Man,
this song's a little simpler than the rest of the songs on the album, I think.
yeah, I could.
Um,
Yeah, actually,
but not in a bad way.
yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if simple is the right word, but I think maybe I know what you mean. Straightforward might be a better.
Yeah, straightforward. That makes sense. Yeah.
Let's see what I wrote down about it, Sal. This is the another one where I was stuck on the composer kind of classical feel of it, but it's
Right.
I don't know, and it's got some blues like
Yeah.
elements.
Yeah.
I wrote down it was really neat to hear all the things that I like in blues songs that are usually again more freer, a little more sloppy, maybe
Right, right,
played
right.
to perfection. It's man, and there's a like dirty kind of guitar. I can't remember if it's exactly in the middle or more
Hmm.
toward the end. And I write, oh, there it is, that kind of dirty bluesy guitar. And I
Yeah,
put, I
yeah,
needed that. I don't
yeah.
know why, but when I heard it, I was like, oh, there we go. There's a little bit of sneaky.
Yeah, I mean, I think the sequencing on this album is really good. Like, I
Yes,
think they
yes,
give you stuff when you need it. Like,
yes. Absolutely, because Deadwood prepares you for this.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, sequencing, that's a perfect way to put it because it man, I don't know how you even meticulous, that's the word.
Yeah.
Everything's got to be so well thought out. There's no way you just sat down and been like, well, I'm thinking exactly perfect every time, and now it sounds exactly like
Right. Exactly. Like some epic movie soundtrack from the 80s, you know,
without sounding like, oh, great, here's a rip off of who were some of the big 80s bands.
Survivor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, this is, and you said they're from the UK, which is another interesting
Yeah.
little,
Well, they're from a lot of different places.
well, he's from the UK.
He's from Germany, actually. The singer's from the UK.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Marty Punch is actually German. So they're bringing in like a
Was
lot
it
of
grown in a
different
lab by Nazis? No, not Nazis.
Nazis,
What's the
not
opposite of a
Nazis.
Nazi? Like nuns?
A lover of freedom.
Yeah. Bald eagles were just like,
Yes.
they converse and like, we need to make the perfect movie loving musician. I
Yeah.
I wonder how big of a cinephile this guy is also.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, if I was still doing my other podcasts, I would probably try to track this guy down for an interview.
Well, if you get back to it, it might be worth tracking him down anyway.
Yeah.
If nothing else, just like a quick Facebook message. Hey, we noticed that you're really, really good at this cinematic vibe. Is that something you shot for? Or is that
Right.
influence it might be influence, but I would think that this is so singularly, not singularly, meticulously played out that
Yeah.
it's not influence. It's probably he knew exactly that he was writing what Deadwood.
Yeah. Yeah.
So good, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so
So,
impressed with the playing. Like you said, you don't want to harp on it too much, but
right. Because you could literally go, the guitar sounds so amazing on every single one of the songs. You
the
just could.
drummer,
Oh
like,
God, yeah. So big and like but imprecise, not
and he's not
overblown.
boisterous. There's no
Yeah.
like weird little, no
Nope.
showing
Nope.
off. And that in of itself is kind of like inadvertently showing off because that's
Yeah.
mash. That is absolute, no question about it. You know how to play the drums
Yeah.
and the bass player.
Yeah.
I don't even know who he is, the bass player, but the way he carries the flow and the vibe and the man, it's just so good. I wish
Yeah.
I
Tony Franklin is just one of those guys. Like people just know. I mean, the firm and Blue Murder, gave him a name, but I mean, he's just a studio guy who plays on all these kinds of really cool hard rock albums. So
it's you can just tell that these guys aren't well, no, you said the singer's like 20 something.
yeah, he's a kid.
How do you're a kid and you sound like that? Like,
All right.
I was like when I was talking about Braden Stewart. It's like, how do you, that's not a kid's voice.
Yeah. Braden Stewart has a new single out too.
Yeah, he's got a new album coming out.
Cool.
I don't remember when he said. Yeah, I'm excited about that too.
The single's good. I like it.
I like everything he does.
Yeah, fair.
It's such a contrast in players too. Like
Mm,
you could almost say they kind of sit in the same Americana genre.
right.
I can't get over how like I said, I thought it was AI. That's how well
That's
it's
so
played.
cool.
Because
I think the fact that you thought this was, computers, that they were so good that you thought this was
yes,
computers. I mean,
there's
that's
no mistakes, there's no flaws, there's no um cheap trick, there's no tricks, there's no hey, let's turn the bass up a little bit more to give it a none of that.
yeah,
It's experts sitting down, playing this guy's vision. It,
yeah,
yeah, like I said a bunch of times now, it blew my mind to find out these were real people.
yeah, yeah, man.
and then I start to have fun with it. I'll go ahead and start with Don't Bother Me.
Yeah, go for it, man.
I wrote this song is like Van Hagar drunk on tequila playing at a dive bar in Mexico, and that
Nice.
dive bar may or may not be a bar full of ugly vampires
That's hilarious. Oh
because
my
Dusk
god.
Till Dawn. But
Yeah.
eh,
So,
what what did you think of this song specifically? Like the Van Hagar
yes.
thing is like,
So I was sitting there trying to think of who this song reminded me of. And I was like, it kind of reminds me of Night Ranger. It kind of reminds
oh,
me of Styx. And then I was like, it's fucking damn Yankees. The band that had the guys from Night Ranger and Styx and Ted Nugent in the band together.
right.
'Cause I was just
Except
sitting
for
there
it
like,
doesn't have that. Again, all the players serve the song. Well, damn
yeah.
Yankees, you have
Oh yeah, the damn Yankees were holy shit.
personality. Uh,
Yeah.
in
But still there was something about the vocals and the I mean, I guess if anything, it reminded me of Damn Yank of Night Ranger more than anything.
mm.
But because I've heard some like Tommy Shaw in his voice,
Oh, okay. Like more from Shaw and was it Shaw and Blades?
yeah, Sean Blades, yeah.
Yeah, see, I didn't get quite that far into it with the damn Yankees. Where is my I'm having a go of it. I'm right here. I just stepped off
It's
the
all
screen
good,
trying to
dude.
find a stupid plug-in. I thought I was more prepared than this.
Oh,
Um, yeah, I can kind of hear that damn Yankees influence just because those guys were all really good players.
really good players, yeah. And they
But
had some songs that,
they kind of got overshadowed by
by Nugent.
maybe by trying to get that swag or whatever it was. Yeah,
Well,
by
I
Nugent.
I think this song though had like a big swagger in the chorus. I felt like they were swinging for like a really like late 80s, early 90s hard rock sound with this song.
Yeah, yeah. More so than any other song on the album. This was
Yeah.
a song that to me really felt more loose. You know what it is, if loose is even the right word for it. It was more
Yeah.
like flowing and I don't know. It's
I
so
like your
easy to
description a lot
explain.
better than mine though.
What?
So I said I like your description a lot better than mine though.
No. I don't know what made me hear that, and I was like, but it's not exactly Van Hagar because it's got
Right.
like more of a southern. I don't know. I'm glad you enjoyed that because I didn't
Yeah.
know
That's good.
what else at this point. And I even wrote that down after I wrote that weird little description. I was like, I don't know what else to say. Again,
Yeah.
I can't believe this is real musicians.
Yeah, it's crazy. Dude, the next track is a big psych out because
Oh, what do you mean?
it sounds like it's going to be this atmospheric, maybe a ballad,
Okay, yeah.
and then it turns into like Deep Purple or Rainbow or something. Like it's like I was like, okay,
I get that.
gonna
There
get
was
an
a point
atmospheric cut.
where I could almost imagine Dio coming in with that
Right, right.
power.
Oh, and this was the song where I heard the power pop. I can't remember what exactly they do. They're going like ooh la 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 or something like that. That's a
Oh
very
yeah, yeah.
power pop. That's a very power pop move. So
I thought that was neat too because it
yeah,
added another element that I hadn't quite heard yet.
yeah,
Instead of earlier when the singer was like doing his own kind of harmonizing, I guess.
right, right.
Again, how are you even that good at 20?
Yeah. Watch him be like 68 and he's just starting or something.
Yeah.
I'm just going by the way he looks and the fact that he's brand new on the scene pretty much, and his new album is just coming out, that he's probably in his 20s.
He's better than me, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, see what I wrote down for this one. There's another one where I was wondering where you're at with the whole experience because it's positive, it's
I
again
love it, dude.
nice. Yeah, so you're having a
Yeah.
good
I
time
mean,
just
I'm
kind of
having a
sitting
good time
back.
with it, man.
I was too. I wasn't. This is not what I would expect. This is not what I was expecting. The name to me, I was expecting maybe a little more Americana, like American Aquarium.
Sure.
So when I heard
And
that,
especially like the album art and stuff too, it looks very
yeah, very blues, very juke kind of honky tonk, and then none of that. It's none of that. It's, I mean, the 80s guitar is 80s guitar, but it's not. If these people listening, all both of you, haven't figured this out yet, you need to hear this album because it doesn't compute for me. I don't know if I'm out of my element genre wise, or I don't know enough about the American, what do they call it, adult AO whatever.
AOR,
When I think of
adult
that kind of,
oriented albums.
when I think of that, I think of like Richard Marx and that
Sure.
sort of thing. I almost said David Bowie, and that's wrong. We just talked about him earlier.
Um,
Uptown Girl, you know who I'm talking
oh,
about.
Billy Joel.
Billy Joel. That to
Yes.
me, but is this what glam I asked earlier, is this what glam grew into? Is this just the natural progression if you strip away
The the glamminess of it,
the unnecessary, I don't know if unnecessary is the right word for it, but
strip away the excesses.
yeah, that's a good way to put it, but also kind of not fair. There isn't any
Yeah.
excess on this album.
Right, right, right.
And that doesn't mean that it's not extra because man, we've talked about the what part, even when the keys come in, how
Yeah.
are you on time with keys? They don't.
I don't know, man. So Dan Byrne also doesn't give his age. It's not public knowledge.
It's because he was grown in a lab also.
Yeah. I'm gonna guess he's in his 20s though.
His
Just
voice is crazy, like his
yeah, it is.
range, the way he can sustain that tone is, I mean, even when I think of guys that sing like that, like Jeff Tate and uh
Right.
Dio, you can hear the breathiness in
Yeah, dude.
they're doing it.
He's one thing he's probably not close mic'd. So
Mm,
so that's one thing. Probably keeping his distance. But to be able to get out that kind of power when you're singing from a distance from the mic is also something special, man.
right. And if
So
it's just so good.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like I kept writing that it's like watching a movie in my head because the vibe they're putting down, it fits so perfectly. It's
yeah.
again like a happy nostalgia vibe. This is like throwing in your favorite 80s movie. It's got that same like feeling in your chest if you watch, say, The Breakfast Club or, one of those movies that were kind of on the happier side, the
Right, right.
just so good. Except for I did not like this next song.
The Belfast, the streets of Belfast.
Yeah,
It's a weird song to have on the album.
it's expertly played
Oh,
again,
it's
but
really well played. Yeah,
it came so far out of left field.
yeah. It's
And
a
I was like,
Celtic
oh,
march about missing someone. It's
I don't,
I mean, that's
I
basically
wonder
what
if
it
he
is.
had the song because you can hear the influence or
Mm.
you can, it's like you can feel Ireland or whatever. It's like, oh, this
Right,
is
right,
probably
right.
what the area feels like. So I wonder if he wrote the song and then was like, I don't know what to, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
Maybe he
I
moved to Belfast and saw it and was like,
yeah. My romantic self wants to think that he was in Belfast twice. And the first time he was there with someone that he loved, and the
Uh-huh.
second time he went back without them. And he wrote
Ooh.
a song when he went back without them.
Ooh, that's good.
That's that's what I like to think.
And another we've talked I definitely have talked about singers and telling stories. It's perfect. Each song is its own little story.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just good, man.
Yeah.
I was not prepared for the level of musicianship. And we've listened to some really,
We
really
have.
good musicians.
Yeah. But not like this.
Right.
I
I don't know
mean,
if that's because the session musicians or the composer aspect for it of it, or just the fact that each guy chosen is, up near the top of his field.
yeah, yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, melodic rock isn't where it used to be as far as like selling
Hmm.
selling a bunch of albums and people checking them out and stuff. But I believe that Dan Byrne is going to be the guy in the next couple of years. Like, as far as, first of all, his solo album just dropped, which I can't wait to hear that thing.
Well, I
Um,
wonder if is it the same genre? Does he do something else on his
I
own?
I assume it's the same genre. It might not be exactly the same specific style, but I'm sure it's like a hard rock album or a melodic rock album, something like that.
I'll be checking it out just to
Yeah.
hear his whatever you call it, his personality, his vision through a song.
Yeah. I'll probably listen to it after we get off tonight.
And another, but I probably will too when I take the dog out. I also wrote very specifically for this song, no Bono, because it's an Irish
No.
song.
Because Ireland.
Yep, and that was it.
There's better things to come from Ireland than Bono, though, man. Phil Lynott.
Right, but
Um,
man, there's there's some weird like accents of some instruments that I'm not really sure what they were.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you mean.
I didn't, like I
I
said earlier, it
guess,
serves the song. So after it
yeah,
happened, I was like, oh, what was okay? Well, we're moving forward to the next part of the song that's expertly played.
right, right. The last track is weird.
Mm, I knew, to me,
So,
I was like,
yeah,
he wrote this knowing it'd be the closer because it feels
yeah.
like a big roll credits epic type.
Well, here's what's weird about the last track.
Oh,
It
you got some
was,
information.
oh yeah, I have some information. It was a
Lay it on me.
single that was released in 2021, but was never put on any of the albums. It's pretty much a completely different band.
Oh,
The singer is the guy who sang the song "No Way Out" from Rocky Four, which is funny, which is because we've been talking about '80s movies and stuff.
right.
Um, yeah. So Robert Tepper is actually singing on this track, and
Ah, okay.
yeah, but I mean, I think it fits the dramatic feel of the album,
I'm
and
listening. I
and
gotta
it's
find this
super
chord or we're gonna
catchy.
die.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with you. I didn't know who Robert Tepper was. I'm glad you
Yeah,
looked it up. It just adds more flavor to an already, I don't know, flavorful. Is that even something you could say about about a record? It's
I guess so.
flavorful.
Yeah. I mean, I think that they just felt like this song is too good to die.
Oh, that's
So
interesting.
let's put it on our album. So
Oh,
now people can own it. Because before it just existed as a Spotify single from 5 years ago. So that's kind of a weird thing that they just, kind of tacked it on at the end.
that's interesting that it didn't belong to the album because it
Right.
fits.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it actually does. And I wonder if that had something to do with it too. Like he's like, okay, it fits what we're doing. And it had some of the same guys, like Tony Franklin played on it and Tony Deander played on it, but the drummer's different. There's another, and the singer's different, obviously.
This isn't a concept album, right? You don't know if they knew exactly what they were going to play going into it.
Not as far as I know. I think they were just rocking out or whatever, whatever this is.
Yeah, this is definitely, I was going to make the joke rock out with your cock out, but that's not what this is.
Yeah.
This is definitely don't do anything other than perfection.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think we were both kind of in agreement with that last song. It's epic. I put it reminds me of, oh, well, here's an interesting thing. Do you know who Jonathan Young is?
Yeah, I love Jonathan Young.
The voice, there was a point where I was like, oh, this kind of reminds me of when he does Jonathan Young, that is. He'll
Yeah.
do like anime songs. You
Right,
know how
sure.
those are epic and big.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it reminded me of.
Yeah, just like the metal versions of the anime tunes and stuff.
Yeah, I'm still looking for the stupid power chord. What else you got, man?
I mean, dude, I think we pretty much wrapped it up at this point. Just I personally think that the album is amazing. Like I said, it's my favorite album that we've listened to, that I didn't already go in knowing. Um,
Wow, that I mean that's saying a lot because the well, I don't know where my other notebook is. It's got most of these bands in it. We listened
yeah,
to a lot of stuff that we were both like, "Oh wow, this is an exceptional." You
yeah,
would think
yeah,
by now we'd be like, "Oh, well, I mean, I've heard blah blah blah, and I've heard other bands do Americana," but the the things that this group bring to the table
yeah.
um, almost
Eh,
sets them apart. And that's
I
why I
agree.
had that weird, this has to be AI because there's like an uncanny valley feeling. And it was kind of an odd experience, but after I've had time to sit with it and think about it, it's almost a compliment that this is so well put together. And
Yeah, yeah, I
to
agree.
do that in music is kind of rare. I can't think of anything else that I've heard that's this again precise where everybody is on beat. Everybody, even the singer, not a uh, nothing, no flaw,
Yeah.
no little leaving breath, no struggle, none of
Nope.
that. Just
There's a couple songs where he gets a little more gargly sounding, but he's supposed to do it.
yeah,
It's
it
part of the
serves the
song.
song.
Yeah, 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 absolutely.
Did you
I
bother to look up anything, watch him play live, or
No, man, I haven't, but I should. I definitely should. I would be really interested to see what these guys sound like live.
yeah, that's
See if they
that's
can
where I
do
was
it.
going with it.
Yeah. See if they can Jen Christie it.
Oh, yeah, she was awesome.
Dude, oh my gosh. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
played I lost it. Why is my brain not working tonight? They played an 80s song she did that I really love. I Ain't Missing You.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I love freaking Thunderdome. We don't need another hero. That's why I recorded the beginning of it. I was like, this song's so good. So I was like, had to
Did you
record
get
that.
to you said you had a little bit of a anxiety thing while you're there.
Yeah, yeah.
You get to once you got home and kind of got to relax and really think about what you saw and get to enjoy it a little bit more, or did it kind of
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of in the midst of stuff right then, you know.
yeah, that's
I
true
probably
too.
should have talked to you about it a little more. I mean, we're friends, dude, but like I was so for that whole week at the beginning of the week, that was when things really, really started amping up. And I
Okay.
was trying my best to like be cool and not give Casey a bad experience.
Oh, I
But
guess his first concert. That's right.
it was his first concert. But it was tough, dude. It was tough. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it to the best that I could, you know.
Okay, so what else positive can we do? You got anything else?
I mean, we could do man, do you want to do Galore by Jeffrey Gaines?
Sure.
Okay, shit. All right, let's do it.
Yeah, I don't
Oh
have
man.
anything lined up.
Yeah,
Maybe
if you don't have anything.
a punk album coming up in a bit, but maybe stay away from. It'll
I
be a neat
mean,
album. It's Steve Niles, who writes comics, and I think I told you a little bit about him.
okay.
Writes one of my favorite series, Criminal Macabre. Uh, he wrote 30 Days of Night.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we talked about him.
He was in
Yeah,
a punk band, and
nice.
they re-released an album, so I thought it'd be interesting to. I've not heard it at all,
Right,
so I already have a like a picture or maybe a whatever of, oh, I wonder if it's going to be horror like his.
right. We
But
could
we might
do.
want to stay positive for a little bit. Just
Yeah, we could do that Hypno Love Wheel album if we can find it.
Hypno Love Wheel.
Okay, so Hypno Love Wheel was an album that was made by a guy who he was like a staffer on Marvel Comics.
Oh,
And he was also in an indie band called
hmm.
Hypno Love Wheel. And the band actually made it into some Spider-Man comics and stuff
Oh, that'd be fun too.
back in the like late 80s, early 90s. And they did a gimmick where he was like trying to get everybody in the bullpen to listen to. You know how they used to do the old Marvel bullpens
Hmm.
where it was like cartoons of people who wrote the comics.
Uh-huh.
So they did one where he was trying to get everybody to listen to his album. He's like, "Hey, it's my new band, Hypno Love Wheel. Check it out."
That's funny. I wonder if I have any of those
Oh
comics that
man, I
they
don't
put in
know.
there.
I mean, you might because they were in a few.
How fun do we want to get?
I mean, I'll get as fun as you want to get, man.
I mean, I've told you about Mac Sabbath, the McDonald's.
Dude, that is insane. We could listen to Black Sabbath. I'm
I mean,
down.
let's see if they got. I don't know if they would get an album. Oh, that's hilarious. These jerks. So when you go to Mac Sabbath's artist, it just goes to Black Sabbath. I don't know if somebody did that on purpose because they're not on Spotify. That's funny.
That's not nice.
I usually I don't like that kind of thing. Have you heard
Yeah,
the
I know we've talked about that.
Oakley Doakleys?
The Oakley Doakleys, they're amazing.
Well, what's this? I didn't bring a pen. I'm just not prepared today. What's this? Tell me a little bit about this group you're talking about.
So Jeffrey Gaines is a singer-songwriter from Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I have been a fan of his since I was like 18.
Okay.
I had him on my show a few months ago.
Okay. I saw the
Um,
name.
yeah, dude. I mean, he just plays like really heartfelt music, man.
Fuck it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's
And I
get
mean,
all
it's so.
emotional and like
It,
cry. And
I mean, I might cry. It's not all positive, but it is. It is all, but it's not dark. It's not.
it sounds like something that you have loved for a long time, and that's
A
the type of
very
stuff
long
that
time.
I want to hear from people.
Yeah. And I mean, we don't have to do Galore. We could do Somewhat Slightly Dazed. We do the first album. Any one of the first three albums, I'm down.
I'm going in completely blind, so it would be whichever one you think is the best representation.
Let's do Somewhat Slightly Dazed.
All right,
We'll do that one.
sounds good to me.
All right, cool.
So you doing all right? You feeling pretty good? Is it still a struggle? Where are we at?
I mean, so I feel like the medicine has quieted things down. I just started therapy. Casey is leaving for the entire summer in 5 days.
Oh man,
Yeah, dude. So there's a lot going on, man. But
I'll be working, but if you need anything, you can always text me. We got
I
this to talk
appreciate you, man.
about. We gonna stick with some albums that'll keep spirits up, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
And who
We should
knows,
do
maybe
the. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say maybe that's what some of the listeners need too. Just a little bit of positivity, you know.
Yeah, yeah. We should do the Beach Boys Christmas album. That's an uplifting album.
But the Beach Boys are outside of the criteria, which was
They
my
are because
next.
they're very popular.
you and Boston.
Andy wanted us to do a Linkin Park album.
Yeah. I'm just, you know what? Those I had that first album and I liked it. It was okay.
Yeah.
But the more I grew, the less I started liking them. I was just,
Really?
I don't,
I think their best album is Minutes After Midnight, I think it's called. I like that album a lot. But
they're just one of those bands that I just didn't get into. And I used to harass Caliber for liking just because
nice.
I haven't always been kind with my musical opinions.
You said you called them Emo 311. That's pretty damn funny.
I
That's
mean,
pretty funny.
it's cheap, but it's sort of true if you're
I
holding the
mean,
meter.
and
Just
311 precedes them by like, several years. So,
right. And they're a good band. They were just on
yeah.
the cusp of something. That's another thing about Linkin Park that I have to give credit to. They're their own thing, and that's hard to do in music.
Yeah, definitely. And sometimes when a band is their own thing, it's not great. But other times, you hit on something that connects with a lot of people and
Or like tonight, like this album is exactly what at least you needed. And
yeah.
that's special. That's why it's part of why I do this. It's part of why I love music so much is because it's such a special thing to find what you needed.
Yeah, yeah. I really wish Kevin had been able to come on, man. He's a good dude. It would have been fun to talk with
He's
him
gonna have to
about
pick
this.
another album and get
Yeah,
in line if we're
yeah,
gonna do
get it
that.
up to this one. Yeah,
That might be something to think about too while you're still working through all your stuff. Maybe having a guest on will help keep things tight and
yeah, yeah, yeah,
upbeat and happy. And
yeah. Because I definitely drifted around a little bit tonight.
I did too, but that's just because, like you said, you went through some really heavy stuff. So when I'm listening to this album, it kind of that's why I kept wondering where you were at with it.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Oh, dude. Speaking of going through some heavy stuff and coming back around, Tyler is back.
Yay!
How you doing, Tyler?
And we didn't put him over at the beginning of the show because we never
That's
do.
that's yeah, man. Tyler Martin is back producing the show. Um, Nate, thank you for filling in. It was very appreciated. But
He's got a book coming out.
yeah,
Anybody
Nate's got a
listen to
book.
this? I don't remember this stuff off the top of my head, but I know it's an inspirational book. He's got an inspirational story.
He does.
So if that's your thing, let me know or leave me a comment or something, and I'll point you to him. That's
Yeah,
to close the show for me. Um, Everybody should take time to do what you're doing. There's no shame in being too much ADHD. That's me. Or the harm OCD. There's no shame in talking about it, talking to your friends about it, because if we can get this kind of thing out and expressed, then we can figure out how to counteract it, be it with a good album, a good comic book, something like that.
definitely,
Be
definitely.
aware of your mental health. Listen to this album. If you're having a bad day, this album,
Yeah, it'll
wipe it
have.
away. It would, especially our age, because you're going to hear, man, I thought of so many cool 80s movies and
Yeah,
80s cars, like window rolled down, rain in the blacktop pouring down, just Stallone from Cobra, just, it's
yeah, it's
so
good
cool.
stuff.
All right.
Good stuff.
Well,
All right.
is that us?
I guess this is us, man.
Awesome. Well, everybody, the album once again, Marty and the Bad Punch,
Self-titled.
self-titled, expertly played. If
Great.
nothing else, listen to it for the pure technical mastery. It's not
Yeah,
AI.
it's not AI. It's just some guys who are so good that they might as well be AI.
They're better. That's the thing. These guys, these players are better
Better
than
than AI.
AI
Yeah.
because they did what AI does. It was great.
AI couldn't do Deadwood.
No,
That
no one
no
could.
fucking way.
That song, I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it and continue to listen to different albums. I don't know if we're gonna come across another song that's so aptly named, so and the vibe perfectly captured.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That song, dude. Like I said, that was the first song I heard by them, and I was like, "Holy shit! I have to find out more about this band."
Yeah, yeah.
It's man,
I'm gonna listen to one more time. What's
Dan Byrne.
Dan Byrne? I'm gonna type that in Spotify now. Take the dog out.
Uh,
Um, I don't have anything else. If
yeah,
you're good, if there's nothing else you wanna,
yeah, I'm good, brother. I know that we usually end it with the joke, but I don't even know if it's relevant this time.
no, I don't have anything that would lead me to say this. You know what? This album is so good, so expertly played that it reminds me that my taste in music sucks.
There you go. Right on, man. We'll catch y'all next week, man. All right. Let
I
me,
can't believe this thing still has not died.
yeah, that's crazy.
The chord I have right here just doesn't fit, and that makes zero sense